Hi guys, Miss Acton here with writing. Alright, so today we're going to move as far as we're actually going to be letting you guys create your own sentence. Miss Acton has a sentence stem for you to follow along. That'll make more sense once we get going. So let's get started. So what we are going to be doing together, we will create a sentence with Miss Acton's name as a possessive noun. So I'm going to create a sentence about me and something that I possess, something that I own, something that belongs to me, and using my capital or apostrophe S like I do right here. And then you're going to do the same thing but with your name. You're going to pick something that belongs to you, and it's going to be kind of a silly story, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So now we're going to go to the Jamboard. All right, so I'm going to go over what we've done all week this week. So first thing we did was we pulled a sentence out of this awesome Harriet Tubman passage that we've looked through to do timelines and learn about chronological steps. So we pulled that awesome sentence out. Then we created a spot where we noticed things about it. And Miss Acton noticed, capital letters, punctuation at the end, which should always be there, some commas. And then some of you guys started to notice that Harriet's was capitalized, and also that she had this weird apostrophe S at the end of her name, and we need to figure out why. And Miss Acton eventually told you that apostrophe S is actually her showing that belongs to her, whatever comes next. So if you look, Harriet's plan, whatever comes after her name when it has an apostrophe S, it belongs to her. So that plan belongs to her. She thought of it up in her brain to escape using the Underground Railroad, hiding in these places, in the woods, in the forest, and water, to make it to her freedom, and then to keep coming back and forth to rescue more slaves. Then we found some parts of speech. You guys did some proper nouns, and some verbs in some of these. And then yesterday, Miss Acton kind of guided you guys into creating a sentence or creating more detail, revising the sentence that we had to give it a little bit more detail. And when we were done, we kind of made a sentence that had a lot of information in it. So instead of just saying Harriet's plan was to use the Underground Railroad, a group of safe homes and hidden places that helped slaves travel to the north, we said Harriet's plan was to use the Underground Railroad, a group of safe homes with smart owners that were brave, and hid in places like caves and the woods and maybe water to lose their scent, that helped slaves travel north to freedom. Lots of detail in that sentence. So that sentence was already amazing when it just looked like this one right here. And we made it even better by revising it and adding some more detail to it. And you guys did that on your own yesterday. So today what we're going to do is we're going to create our own sentence using Harriet's sentence to guide us. So the first thing we're going to do is start our sentence with our name. And Ms. Acton even put this in on your Nearpod, the drawing tool or the draw it page that's going to be next is actually looks just like this. So watch how Ms. Acton does this, and you're going to know how to do it on your own. So I'm going to model it for you. So in this part, it says what your name needs to be. So it will be Miss Acton's on this, but if you are Sophia, it'll be Sophia's blank. If you are Adriano, it'll be Adriano's blank with a capital or apostrophe S. And if it's Haley, it'll be Haley's blank with apostrophe S at the end of it. So pay attention to how Miss Acton does this, all right? So I'm going to grab a pen tool. Now remember, if you're doing the draw it tool, you don't have to use a pen. If you want, you can grab the text tool and have it typed out. So we're going to start my sentence with a capital letter because it's my name and it's the beginning of a sentence. So we've got Mrs. Acton, and then I got to do apostrophe S to show that what comes next belongs to me. And I'm going to say Miss Acton's mouth. That belongs to me. It's on my body. Nobody else is in charge of it except for me. So I possess it. So that apostrophe S shows that whatever comes next belongs to me. That's my mouth. Now let's finish the rest of the sentence. Miss Acton's mouth was so big that it could. So we got to think about somebody who has a big mouth. What's something that it could do? I'm going to kind of make this a little goofy and a little funny, and you can absolutely make this goofy and funny to fit your sentence too. I'm going to say Miss Acton's mouth was so big that it could eat an elephant. That's a pretty big mouth. So I'm making mine a little bit goofy. Does it make sense? Absolutely. If Miss Acton said Miss Acton's mouth was so big that it could eat an ant, that really doesn't make any sense because bigger your mouth, you should be able to eat bigger things. Now, can this happen in real life? No, but it still makes it a funny, goofy sentence. It makes sense. Did Miss Acton have an apostrophe S at the end to show that mouth belongs to me? Yes, I absolutely did. I underlined the Harriet up at the top to remind you to make something yours, to where it belongs to you, to where you possess it. To change your name to a possessive noun, you have to have that apostrophe S at the end to show whatever is behind it belongs to you. So when you're creating the sentence, I would appreciate if you didn't do Haley's mouth, dragon's mouth. Trying to think of some other friends in Miss Justin, or Miss Ramos's room. Um, Yep, can't think of any names right now. But if it's your name, I don't use mouth. And if you do, try to make sure that you make this part of it to show how big your mouth is something different. Don't copy off Miss Acton. Make it your own unique sentence that Miss Ramos, Miss Justin, Miss Acton will all really, really like. So that's what your job is to do. On the next slide is to take this sentence, fill in the blanks with your name at the top of it, and then fill in the rest of it to where it makes sense to talk about how you have something that's really, really big that belongs to you. Have fun with this, and I will see you guys later. Bye.